let's go. I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Now this is what I'm talking about. Every time I see your smile, it makes me shout. Let's go! Let's go! Nothing's gonna stop us today. Get on the bus or get out the way. We're cruising with the radio on. So turn it up to 10. Here comes our favorite song. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Welcome to another episode of IoT Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and you know that when it's Tuesday on my channel, it is IoT Tuesday. I am yours truly, Samuel Adranya. Today, I'll be showing you how to run Windows 10 IoT Core on a Raspberry Pi Model 3B Plus. So, there isn't any official support for 3B Plus, but for Model 3B, it's fine. So, we're going to walk through, you and we're going to go through step by step, look using some resources online to deploy that on our Raspberry Pi 3.0. Now, so you may be asking, why do I want to deploy Windows 10 IoT Core on my Raspberry Pi? Well, it's simple because we're going to be building a series of applications, and I'm a C# developer. So I would love to write C#.NET Core on my Raspberry Pi to control some IoT devices, my sensors, my gauges, my monitors. So that's why today we're going to deploy Windows 10 IoT Core on the Raspberry Pi. So, so we get into it. Let's get started. Alright, so let me switch to the bench. As you can see, today we have a few tools. Let's see if I can adjust this or bring this in view a bit. So we have our Raspberry Pi right here. I have a power bank here that is actually powering this screen. So the Raspberry Pi, you need to connect it to a monitor, but I have a 7-inch touch screen here that will be connected to the Raspberry Pi. Some of the things you need let me bring this in view. You need a memory, a micro SD card to load Windows 10 on it. You need to connect a mouse, and a keyboard. I have that. I have internet connectivity here as well. So let's jump right into it in using some resources to create our Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to open up a few resources that we'll be using. These are some good resources that I believe I have used in the past that actually gives us some step-by-step guide. So let's get this right here. Actually, let me switch to this view right there. Yep. So we can see this. So like I mentioned, the Raspberry Pi is not immediately supported on sorry, the Model B3 Plus is not supported officially. So we're using kind of like a preview. We'll be using a preview version of, oh, nope, not this. Let me get this one here. Let me move these resources from here. So I'm going to bring in a few resources that we can use. So this is one of it. This is from the official resource from Microsoft. We'll be using another one. So a few things you need, to do this. You need a Raspberry Pi. You need You're going to need a micro SD, like I mentioned. You're going to need power supply, which I've already connected, as you can see. You're going to need connections to the monitor. That's it. To connect to the Raspberry Pi. Now there are a few resources that allow you to do that. If you have any other version apart from the Raspberry Pi Model 3B Plus, you can actually use something called the Windows IoT 10 Core Dashboard. Let me actually bring that up here so we can see that as well. So this allows you to actually download the Windows 10 IoT Core. It's kind of like it's a wizard that allows you to set up Windows IoT 10 Core on your device. Um, you would also need what we call the Windows IoT template. So because we try to keep this streams to 15-20 minutes, we'll probably just see how to deploy it. But then in subsequent streams, I'll show you how to actually build a universal Windows app onto the Raspberry Pi that we're going to use to access the GPIO pins, and GPIO simply means general purpose input output pins on the Raspberry Pi. So if I quickly flip to our board, I can just show you quickly. So if you look on the Raspberry Pi, you can see some pins here. These are the general purpose input output pins, which you can use to send electronic signals to either enable or disable something, or read sensor values from. So cool. Let's see if we can, yep, if we can put this right here. So, so we are going to use the unofficial. So if we go here, it tells us that the dashboard cannot be used to set up Pi 3 plus 3B plus, which is the model I have here. So we'll have to use a technical preview. I have already downloaded that technical preview right here. That's what we're going to use. Now, to use it, it actually has a built-in MSI that allows you to go through the process. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mount this. Pum, 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 pum. Where is that? Yep, I'm going to mount this drive. And there you go. So after mounting it, we have this. I always like to check this out. So I'm going to install this. So this is what is going to help us to set up our Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. It's going to take us through some processes and then install the image, flash the disk, and everything that we need. So I have my 16 gig. I have my 16 gig micro SD here ready. So let's do that. I'm going to do this. And whilst that's happening, let me go to the bench and just start connecting the things to it so you can see. So I'm going to go ahead. This is the keyboard. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the keyboard. I'm going to connect an Ethernet cable. I hope you can see this. Yeah, I'll connect the internet cable. And I'm using a wireless mouse. So I'm also going to connect the wireless mouse right here. Let's add that to this. That's if only I can get that in there. Awesome. So right now, let me take this out of the way. Now, once we're done with this, we'll try to access the general purpose or GPIO pins to turn this LED on and off on the breadboard. So let me put that here for now, whilst we concentrate on setting up the Raspberry Pi. So my mouse is ready, my monitor is ready connected, power is ready, Ethernet cable, mouse and keyboard all connected. So let's continue. Let's get back here. So now, as you can see, let me close this up. So it's completed. So it should put it under C programs, Microsoft IoT. I'm going to secretly open this somewhere. I'm not gone, I'm still here. I just don't want to expose my directory structure to you guys to see, so it's just that's why I've put it there top secret. But it's technically nothing, nothing to that. They need a micro SD, like I mentioned. You're going to need a power supply, which I've already connected, as you can see. Bum 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 bum. Ishmael IE has joined us, and Damikri has also joined us. Welcome, 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 welcome. Awesome. You can try to join on the Twitch stream as well. There's a lot of subs that you can get me, so we'll appreciate it if some people also join on Twitch and on YouTube. So let's say see program files. Where is that? And then it is in Microsoft IoT. There we go. Okay, awesome. Endemic Ray, welcome, 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 welcome. Ishmael, what's up? What's good? So I'm going to hit finish right here, and we're just going to open this folder, Raspberry Pi, and this is the image that we are going to flash onto our um, micro SD. So let's do this. Let's come back here. So we have that. So I just want us to go through the process, you together, because I have received some feedback that some people want to see, my process, my thought process of how I go about doing stuff. So that's the more reason why I am actually using this medium, so that we both go through, you and I go through the process together. Why do I keep? I've actually flipped. I have flipped the, how do you call it? I have flipped the keyboard, my original keyboard for the Raspberry Pi, so um, I keep hitting it, thinking that I have actually I'm typing into my my computer, but actually it's not. So yeah. Okay. Once we have that, we're going to flash that. So I'm just going to make it. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Academy Rick. Thank you very much. Kweku Abeku Donto has joined. Bra Abeku, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hope you're enjoying it. You're learning something awesome. So, yep, there we go. Okay, so let's do this. It looks as if let's go back to this place, because I know the image I downloaded, Raspberry Pi ARM32. It seems it's you know what? Let's close this. I'm going to go ahead and unmount this. Um, let me unmount this first. It seems. Let's go here. Let's go to the technical preview. I think I'm already logged in, so I should be able to download the technical preview. So if you have the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, okay, what you're going to do is you would have to come to the technical. You have to be a technical previewer insider, which I am. So let's see. Look, nope. So I have to log in with my account that is registered for the Microsoft Technical Preview. That allows me to have access to um, preview source code. So I'm going to go in here and log in. Now, whilst that's going on, if you have any particular question on IoT, if you have any particular concern or something you've been thinking about that you think I could help you answer, just feel free, ask me in the chat. I will try my best to, answer it. If I don't know the answer to it, we will find the answer together. We're still learning all the time. So, bum, 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 bum. And sorry if I am, talking while streaming. It's kind of like my thing. Okay. Let's do this. All right, so the Windows Insider preview, I'm here in the downloads. That's just because 3 Plus is not supported. So I'm going to go ahead and then select the version. I think the build 1744 is the latest, 17744. I'll select that and I'll hit confirm. And that'll ask me to choose a device. My device is a Raspberry Pi. So I'll choose this. I'll confirm. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yep. And yeah, so this for Raspberry Pi 1744. Okay, so I will skip this 17744. This 1761. This release. So we downloaded this and it seems this one has, so the most recent version for the IoT Core October is 17. Okay. Okay, it's 17, which is no, that's the one supported by that supports Raspberry Pi 3. But the 3B Plus here, you know what? Let's download this. But I think I already have that downloaded. Just a sec, let me see. Let me check this here. Let's check this. Let's move this here. I think I already downloaded it, so we don't need to re-download this again. 17661, is that a recent one? Yes. Okay, so I think I have the non-supported technical one, so we're just going to use that one. So let's let's mount this. And then, yep, there we go. So yeah, so this is the one I'm looking for. This is the one for Windows IoT Core Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. This one we're looking for. So we're going to install this. This will probably just override what we have, but that's fine. Accept the terms and conditions. Install it. And whilst that is happening, so whilst that's happening, be on the lookout on Friday for Functions Friday. And then yeah, some cool things are coming up. If you haven't signed up, if you're a .NET developer and you're looking for a community that would help you do .NET stuff, make sure you sign up to the .NET Meetup group. A group of awesome .NET developers. We help you with .NET stuff. So make a point to join. Okay, so that has been done. So now with that said, yep, 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 yep. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and open our file again. Pa, 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 pa. Let's go here to our file explorer. Let me move this somewhere here. And let's get program files, Microsoft IoT. So it extracts the, yep, the helper. Yes. IoT core image helper. Yes, 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 yes. So let me bring this here. So this is the core helper. which has been provided for us to set up our Raspberry Pi. Where is that? Okay, so I'm just making sure I have my. Let's run this as administrator, and this should take me through the process. So this will take me through the process um, of installing the image onto my card, which I will connect to the Raspberry Pi. So let me connect this to the card reader on my laptop. Let's wait for it to pick it. It has seen it. AG. So now let's refresh this. Yep. So it has seen my SD card. Let me know if the stream is clear for you, if it's in the right resolution or it's not pixelated. You can actually um, give me a thumbs up and I will check that. So I'll select this, and now so this is the .ffu image that we need to actually load, which is found in the FFU.
Motion detected at the front door.
Sorry about that, guys. I have an Alexa and that is not muted, so you can technically hear what's happening. Sorry, let me turn this down. All right, so I select this now. The FFU image. This is the FFU image that we downloaded. This is what we want to flash onto our device. So I'll go to select. It should go into Microsoft IoT. Let's look for FFU Raspberry Pi. Just flash. I'll just select this. Open, and then um, let's see. And then we'll just flash it. Yes. Make sure you back up files. Yeah, continue. We're fine. So it's applying the image. Our image is being applied. And once that is done, I'm going to take out the SD card, and I'll fix it into the Raspberry Pi, and then that should boot up the Raspberry Pi. And because we've connected it to our monitor, we can actually see the output. So what's going to happen is that I have a setup here. Once it starts to boot, I'll connect the output so I can put that on the stream so you can see that directly. So um, we are almost there. 60. Funny enough, I used to have a tool that actually allowed me to zoom the screen, but for some reason it's being misbehaving. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. It has been misbehaving. Okay. We need to ignore this. That was something that the Windows team mentioned about, that we need to close this. You need to format the dictionary before you use it. It's completed. It's a bug. They're going to fix that. So don't click the OK. Don't click the erase. It's a bug. So now that's it. We're done. So now all I have to do is eject it. Eject the card. And now let's come to the bench. So I take this up here, take this out. Let me flip it this way. And then insert. Let me put this inside. And I'm going to take out the the power. Okay, I'm going to take out the power button. I'm just hard resetting it. Let's put this back into it. And then, yep, I can see something happening. Okay, so let me see if I can quickly change this so you guys can actually see the feed on the on the stream. Let me go to my Elgato. Let's go to the Elgato stream. No, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay. I'm trying to bring in a feed, so there's a signal coming in for you. Okay, well, because let's see. Come on. All right, let's just go to the desk, the bench, since we can do that. So let me actually. This is. I need to get like a stand for this. This I promise you, I'll figure it out, and I'll next time I'll actually push this screen onto the stream so you can see it rather than having to look at. And hey, take a look at that. You can see, welcome to Windows IoT call. Please wait while we're getting things ready. So we're booting Windows IoT call from the Raspberry Pi onto onto the, onto the Raspberry Pi. So let's see. Okay, I'm just going to set this down. Just set it there so you can see what's happening on that side. So looking good, looking good. Now let me go here. I have the mouse and the keyboard. I think the keyboard light is also on, which means I am sorted. Microsoft account. Oh, forget about that. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I can set this in a way that you guys can see, and I can also see to make the changes. So you know what? I'm just going to lift it. I'm just going to hold it up like this. Yep, as you can see, my mouse is also very active. Let's say the default is United States. Actually, I think it's a touch screen, so I should be able to do this. Oh yeah, I need to connect. Sorry, I need to connect the other um, cable to it. So yep. So United States. Um, let's get connected. So connections. So let's refresh. Let's refresh this. Because of the way I'm holding the thing, guys. I'm okay. Let's do this. I'm unable to, yeah, move the mouse correctly. Hopefully you can see this. Uh, direct connections, Wi-Fi connections. Let's refresh this. Okay, it seems there's a little challenge with my network connection. So let me check what is happening with my network connection. Else, I can borrow from here. And then let's refresh. All right, there we go. So, yeah, let me lift this up for you guys so you can properly see that. Okay, so let's skip this step and hopefully you guys can see I can land. We're not using Cortana yet, so we'll just close that. And then, as you can see, 192.168.1371. That's the device name. It's created a work group for itself. And as you can see, we have also we have Windows IoT Core running on the Raspberry Pi. That was simple, straightforward. Now we can run the command line here. We can go to the browser. Um, let's see, network. Let me refresh. There you go. So I'm going to connect. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Ethernet. Oh, there's a okay. Yeah, so I have a direct connection. That works fine. So if I go back here, let's just search this and see. Um, okay, let me just connect to this. Okay. Um, hopefully you can see this. It's asking me to enter the password for. I'm going to do that. Um, okay. So I just entered the password for this. Let's see, it's checking. Yep, and I'm connected. So if we go back and I search Windows on device, if I run this search, and you can see, let's see how this works. Too much light. I'm trying to adjust this properly so you can see. Yep, so you can see we're actually running Windows. Yep, we are having we are browsing from the Raspberry Pi. So that is how to deploy Raspberry. Sorry, that is how to deploy Windows 10 Windows 10 IoT Core on your Raspberry Pi. Pretty simple, straightforward. Download the image, have your micro SD card ready, and then you can just flash it and connect it. Now, in next week episode, I'm going to show you how to create a Windows Universal Platform application and run it on the Raspberry Pi, and then I'm going to connect an LED or potentially something bigger, and then we're going to create a simple app using C Sharp and the Windows Universal App platform, and then we'll use that to control the LED that is going to be connected to the Raspberry Pi. Until we meet again next Tuesday, yours truly, it has me, Samuel Adranyi. Make a day with me so we learn something new again on IoT Tuesday. Don't forget to make a day with me on Friday for Functions Friday and Sunday for a longer in-depth show. And subscribe to the channel so that when I'm live, you get to see me live. If you have any specific questions on IoT and Microsoft Azure Cloud, let me know. I'm your man to get in touch with. Let's have fun, let's learn, and let's share.